Hello, I'm Jody. Welcome to watching Expoz. It is, September 27. I don't know, 1:45 a.m. I'm guessing. I forgot the time. Look, what's going on now? They promised you it'd get much worse. And when it does, if it does, you'll know it's no longer a two-party political system. You know that's out the window. It is now good and evil. That's what it is. It's good versus evil. We need to stand strong. We need to pray for our president, pray for our country, because we have to keep the Antichrist from coming in. Look, God is going to keep Trump here at least one more term. And again, as I mentioned, sworn in January 20, January 21, he'll be a different man. I don't believe he's going to wait till that day to stop the BLM and Antifa wars. I believe he'll get on that right away as soon as he knows he's won. And he also has to put in the Supreme Court nominee, the one he just nominated. This lady needs to put her in because they need 9 people there. 8 people in the Supreme Court never get anything done. They'll never get anything done. You got 4 liberal and you got 4 who actually rule by the Constitution. 4 of them will not. So we need to look at and see what it really is. Again, no longer political parties. It's a battle between good and evil. And it's our country. If we fall, then the world falls. God's not ready for that. Trump will be here. Today, I drove down the street to get a bite to eat, a hamburger, listening to Glenn Beck. He said something very disturbing today. He said he has a friend of his that owns a gun shop. I don't know where it is, but he said he's been selling over 500 guns a week. He said even high-dollar guns, the one he's got tied to the walls behind the counter, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 guns, they're all gone. They're sold. He said he gets about 50 a week, but he sold all his backstop, nothing left. All his ammo's been gone. BLM and Antifa's buying his weapons, guys. All of them. But just to rest your mind just a little bit, there's still going to be about 5 is the wrong word, about 51 million people short of the current gun owners in this country who are registered and who love this country. There's 50 plus million of us, and there's a few thousand of them. It won't be a battle. It'll be quick and easy. But the thing is, don't forget that it is a battle between good and evil. And they're fighting over the overthrow of this country. And when they get that, well, it's over. But the church won't be here when that day comes. It'll be gone. But until then, you pray. Pray for the wisdom of Donald J. Trump. Great wisdom. Pray for great courage for that man. He's got that too. He's proved it. We're going to need it. And another thing, he cannot relinquish power to something as evil as, it's not a Democratic Party anymore. Again, it's good and evil. He cannot give up the party to evil. they will destroy this country overnight and hand it over to the Antichrist the next day. That's their plans. Sanders already said it. He also said it's better to homeschool your children rather than let them go be fed and schooled in a way that is no longer biblical. It's no longer about history and geography. It's all about, well, propaganda. You know that. Look, they're not going to tell the truth if it kills them, and it will. But they're not going to tell the truth. They have already sold out. Okay. And we talked about the guns. There's another man. He got this 3 months ago and just gave it out the day before yesterday. And I didn't write down much of it, just the parts that I want to highlight. He said they'll be like rattlesnakes. They're going to be making a lot of noise. And they're going to be mouthing off with those big heads. But God said they'll have no bite. That too came out as a prophetic dream. They'll have no bite to them. So remember that. Look, evil is here to stay, but it can be kept at bay as long as we need it, as long as God needs us to keep out the Antichrist, or rather, as long as he's going to keep the Antichrist out. So guys, look, pray for the wisdom and the patience and the courage for Donald J. Trump. This is a man that won't turn this country over to evil. He's not going to do it. He'll win. Hands down, he'll win. And even if we get through this next 4 years, and what I mean by get through, if we don't have a rapture of the church, and the 4 years come to an end, if God is ready to bring in the Antichrist, then we'll go. If he's not, expect President Trump to stick around for a third term. We'll be the ones crying for that third term because we'll know what's coming if he doesn't get it. Guys, go to God in prayer. Go there, pray it every day. 2 Chronicles 7:14. And one more thing, just read Matthew 24:24. Just read it. Even the very elect would be deceived if it were possible. And it's possible because look how many are being deceived. There's no one on the left will ever tell you the truth again. It's over. They'll never tell you the truth again. And you can't trust them ever again. But we'll be here as long as God wants to keep out the Antichrist. But that day's coming. Antichrist will come in. But again, we'll be out of here. Jody Wolf Expoz.